Yeah, so this is the gold chart on the monthly time frame. So before I break it down, let me show you what we did with gold in the last 2 weeks or so. So we traded gold for the last 2 weeks, and all trades have been shared on the YouTube. So if you come to our YouTube here, Juke, you realize that the last three trades were majorly for gold. The first one was gold turning points, and then there was NFP trade, and then there was the second week of July. And in all of these trades here, we never lost any. And we sent them before time, and the signals were sent into this group. To start with the last one, this is the last gold trade we took, which was a buy. You can clearly see. So this buy here, however sharp it looks, is not a fluke. This buy here was predicted before it actually played out, and this is where the move was called here. So I had a pending sell limit around this area, and perfectly played out. That was the second one. And then with a reward of twice the risk. And then I said, this is the reason why my next buy limit is around this area. If it doesn't play out, I will be down negative 1%. No emotions, 10 trades with the same risk and the same pattern. So that is the reason why this trade here, I call it a no fluke. This was a no fluke trade. And then we also had another trade here. This was the second week of July. This is the trade, the sell. And this sell was analyzed here. You can see the second week of July. This is 5 days ago. And I explained everything there in the entry. And this is the next trade we are going to do now is going to also determine how we are going to make it. And I just want to bring this to your attention. A skill so sharpened can transform luck into destiny. So one of the things traders usually, there are traders who survive on luck, and then eventually when the luck runs out, the account is blown, the money is gone. But if you start with luck, and then now you get that skill and sharpen it, it can become destiny. Now you don't have to depend on luck, but you just know you're going to make money eventually, and that is where we are. So talking of this, let me now break down gold to you. This is gold on the monthly time frame. On the monthly time frame, you see a lot of wicks. There are upper wicks. There are wicks to the upside, and then there are also wicks to the downside. So let's, for a moment, know that usually wicks will be filled. So let's see whether whether the downer wicks will be the ones to be filled or the upper wicks. So let's mark our highest wick. This is our highest wick. And then we know eventually these wicks are supposed to be filled. Okay, and then we also have another monthly wick to this upper side. Eventually these wicks will be filled. Okay, so once we know that, then let's look at our lower wick. So this is our lower wick, comes all the way up to here. And we know that eventually this one will be filled. Now, if you know this, the question is now, which wick is going to be filled first? For you to understand the wick that is going to be filled first, we need to scale to a lower time frame and understand how the market is moving from a lower time frame. So that what I'm trying to say, even if the market goes up all the way up to here, when it comes, eventually it will come and fill this wick. Or when the market is down here, it will also go up to fill this wick. That is what I'm trying to say. So once you have this, let's scale into the weekly and try to understand. So on the weekly, you can clearly see here. Now we've traded around here before. You just need to go and watch the other videos. But right now we're focusing on what will happen. So this is the weekly time frame. And we don't have clear information on the weekly time frame, as you can see. Apart from this being as our weekly high. And then also this is another, these are highs based on the weekly time frame. This is all we have, and then possibly these are the support areas here. So this is what we have, and then also we have these lows here. Marked our lows and highs on the weekly. But this is not enough. You cannot trade based on highs and lows of the week or of any particular. So we need more information. So when I come to the daily, what do I see? Still, there is nothing so clear on the daily. All we can see, you can see a clear candle break. This is a good candle break to the upside, which took away these other highs here, these ones here. So now we can begin to see the market being aggressive. And by being aggressive, you're seeing highs being broken. So we need to now understand the reasons why this high was broken and whether this could continue, make the market continue. Remember to fill this week and then this one here. So the best time frame I usually like to come to is the 4-hourly. So on the 4-hourly, I need to study price critically and then carefully. So this is the weekly high. And then this is the structure which has been broken. So now let me study down here. So if you look clearly here, this region which we marked, this is where we traded from, and we had a pending buy limit here. And this is not like a fluke. Like I had said, I had posted this into the group and also on Twitter some time back. This is the tweet. 3282, that is the region I was expecting the buys. And then when that happened, this is exactly where we got the buys. Okay, and if you come to our X, you will also realize that this thing was posted. I posted this some time back. So you can see, let me just come here. You can look at the dates. That is 7th of July. This is when I posted that. Okay. Now, with this, we can now know that this is the region where we had a buy. And then from this region here, if you study price here, you will see this was your 3 touches. Now, this is a very important pattern. This is the first low, clears this liquidity, this low, and then for the third time, it gives us an evening star. So this is an evening star, that is a pattern. So from this evening star, I was hoping that price could actually come and retest this the same way this area was retested and we traded here. But however, this did not happen. I mean, like this did not happen now. And we've seen the market has broken above and then has given us an area of demand here. So now, with this, these are the 2 areas in which I want to trade. One of them being this area here. Here, if price pulls into this, and then the next area I would want to trade is this, into this, and then continue like that. That is the trade I'm expecting. Now, if this is the case, how are we going to handle this? This is where I am willing now to take a risk. This is the part where we risk. So I am willing to take a 1% loss. I'm risking my 1% based on here. And then for a reward, maybe twice or thrice it, without fearing that, which one should I take? Is it the down one or the upper one? I'm taking the first one. And then I see if it plays out. If it plays out, well and good. If it doesn't play out, I will also take the second one, which is down here. So this is how I want to trade gold next week. Of course, I will have to be observed. This is what is there. And then now you have to add into what will happen. Another thing can happen here. A crazy move can happen. The market can change trend from here and then head back down. But this is what I have so far. And that is what I'm going into Monday. So let's see how this plays out. And the moment this trade is ready, or this analysis, I always post them into the group. This is thrown, it's free for everyone, and the signals are not funny. They are not like funny or whatever. You can check our last 3 signals. They all played on point. This is 1, and then this is 2, and then this is 3. And these were done with the right analysis. So once it is ready, you get the trade here. So let's see how this plays out this week. And then also you can check out other trades here on YouTube.